Good morning, everyone, and for the continuation of our group discussion, we are assigned to interview two teachers who have taught for 15 years or more.
Personal information for teacher number 1. She was living in Rojas City with her family, a elementary teacher at Philomena Christian University for almost 20 years.
We used this kind of guide question. Are you satisfied with your job as a professional teacher for the past years? Why? Answer. I am satisfied with my job because the camaraderie is very smooth in my workplace and my colleagues have become a great part of it. What are some of your most unforgettable experiences as a teacher? Answer. One of my most unforgettable experiences is when my grade 1 pupils swallowed a marble. My pupils were playing when one of them accidentally swallowed it. It frightened me for I am unaware as my pupil haven't told me of the situation. What inspires you as a teacher? Answer. It is because of my mother. I was inspired when I was a kid for my mother, who was a teacher, usually brings us to school. What are your greatest challenge as a teacher? Answer. The greatest challenge to me as a teacher is teaching a child how to read. It became more difficult when we unknowingly taught kids with special needs. It was a big challenge to teach them, especially those where you are or who are considered as a slow learners. What do you consider as your most significant contribution to the teaching profession? Answer. It is when I know that I have imparted knowledge in the primary years of a person, that I have been part of their lives and have contributed in what they are right now.
Question number 6. What are your plans for the future? The respondent answer is to retire, to be one of the most outstanding private school teacher in Capiz, to build a house and buy a car from my retirement benefits, and to secure a good future for my children. Question number 7. How many times were you promoted in your career? Why were you promoted? What benefits did you get from the promotion? The answer. Especially if you are a doctorate degree holder, then can promote you as a college instructor. Question number 8. Do you think you will retire as a professional teacher? The respondent answer. Of course, absolutely yes. Question number 9. What should professional teachers remember always in terms of their behavior? The answer. Always walk your talk. The last question. What kind of teacher would you like students to remember you when you retire? Her answer. Loving and strict as a mother.
For our second teacher, we have Miss Catherine Bernales, 45 years old, a grade 1 teacher at Agbalo Elementary School, and she's been teaching for almost 18 years. And for our first question, are you satisfied with your job as a professional teacher for the past years? Why? Answer, yes, because I take teaching as a privilege, and it's not just a simple job, as I'm trying my best also to adjust with different students and the pandemic. Every day, I include my children in my prayers that despite of the situation and how young are they will learn to appreciate and value the reality and education. And for our second question, what are some of your most unforgettable experiences as a teacher? My most unforgettable experiences was during Typhoon Frank. My classroom materials, devices, books, documents were all ruined by flood. I invested time and love to come with that devices and instructional materials, yet in just a split of seconds, I remember crying while burning all those documents. And for our third question, what inspires you as a teacher? Teaching is not my first course, but God chose it for my calling. Later, I realized that God gave me a talent to teach. Eventually, I learned to love my profession because in teaching grade 1, it is the foundation of learning. Teaching taught me to love and accept all kinds of learners. It taught me to be passionate and be patient to wait for them to bloom. Our next question: what are your greatest challenges as a teacher? The greatest challenge is how to make my pupils not only just to learn but had the interest to listen, to speak, to write, to count, to read, to respond, and ask questions. Our next question: what do you consider as your most significant contribution to the teaching profession? Answer: as for me, it is knowledge and the reality of life, the very foundation of education that I share to my pupils.
What are your plans for the future? I plan to continue my teaching profession because it serves as a mission to me to teach little children. And I consider this an enjoyable vocation, and I wanted to be a part of someone's life and success. How many times were you promoted in your career? Why were you promoted? What benefits did you get from the promotion? I am still a teacher 1, although I've been teaching for 15 years. I didn't plan about promotion, and although I wasn't promoted, teaching has given me a lot of privilege that even the government can't give. Do you think you will retire as a professional teacher? Yes, because it's a part of my life. What should professional teachers remember always in terms of their behavior? For me, it must be love. Love your work, love your children, love yourself, and love the Lord. By this, everything good will follow, and it will reflect to the people around you as well. It is the thing that touches and changes lives. What kind of teacher would you like students to remember you when you are retired? I don't want to be remembered. I want them to remember that learning is lifetime. The best thing in learning is to learn the skill of listening. In listening, you will develop a teachable spirit and attitude.
General questions. Number 1. In which career stage do these teachers belong? So based on our understanding, the 2 teachers that we interviewed are on the highest career stage, which is the distinguished teacher. Number 2. What are the characteristics of teachers in this stage? So based on our understanding, both maintain attributes that sustains to the dignity of teaching, such as caring attitude, respect, and honesty, through valuing personal growth and professional development and demonstrating a high personal regard for the profession. They place a high priority on personal and professional reflection and learning in order to be better at their work. They serve as good leader with their colleague, initiate and put into actions on how to manage a healthy teaching environment. They are also holistically, physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, and spiritually fit.